I just found the most beautiful and arguably the best horse in the game. Finally, I've been trying to find it using this horse duping method that I posted on the channel a few days ago, where you can get any horse in the game early and for free. And ladies and gentlemen, we have finally found this beautiful steed. I've been so excited to showcase this on the channel, but you can't get it until the epilogue. But now we have it, and we're still in chapter 6. This horse is so beautiful and absolutely amazing. We're going to get into why I believe this is the best horse in the game and why I think the Arabians are not. Many of you will still probably think the Arabians are amazing, but let me tell you, once you try out a Missouri Foxtrotter, you will never go back to another Arabian. And we've got a Missouri Foxtrotter right here. This is the Amber Champagne, which is an amazing horse as well. Both of these horses have amazing stats. The only real difference is their colorization. But this one here, oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. It's the most majestic horse that's ever existed. So let's go ahead and saddle this thing up. And steal it. There we go. Horse bonding 1. I don't even care if that guy reports me at this point, because this horse is truly amazing. Let's go ahead and escape this. We're gonna head down to the emerald place, the green area, where everything's all pretty, so we can showcase this horse. I'm gonna do a little bit of bonding with it, and then we're gonna get into why this horse is absolutely amazing and you need to get one. Now, as far as its stats go, it comes naturally with 7 speed and 5 acceleration. So it has a higher top speed than the Arabians, although it has a slower getting to that top speed than the Arabians. Now, it also comes with as far as the Missouri Foxtrotter's stats go, it comes with 7 natural speed and 5 handling. Now, the Arabians come with 6 speed and 6 acceleration, so now, as far as the Missouri Foxtrotter's stats, they come naturally with 7 speed and 5 acceleration, whereas the Arabians come with 6 speed and 6 acceleration. So the Missouri Foxtrotter has a higher top speed, although just slightly takes a little bit longer to get to that top speed. Now, the Missouri Foxtrotter also comes with 6 stamina and 5 health. Now, the Rose Gray Arabian, which many consider to be the best horse in the game, comes naturally with 7 stamina and 7 health. Now, there's a couple reasons why, even though the Missouri Foxtrotter has the lower stats, it's technically better. And that comes down to temperament, and we'll get to that in just a second. Now, the type for this is race and work. So these are very strong and have just a great amount of stamina. So when you have this fully bonded, it's going to be able to get up to 9 stamina and 8 health, which is plenty. And as far as stamina goes, as long as you're riding correctly, you don't actually need to even have max stamina. And for those of you that don't know, as you bond with your horse, when you are at a full gallop, if you click in on the left button, on the left joystick button, you will comfort your horse, but this will also regen stamina. Now, the higher bonding level that you have, the more stamina you will regen. So if you're doing this every 5 seconds, you're able to regen quite a bit of stamina, and that whole maximum stamina thing really doesn't come into play. Now, the only downside of this horse is it has slightly less health, but all in all, having 8 health is huge on a horse, and I haven't gotten the white Arabian killed, let alone the black or the rose, so I should not have a problem keeping this horse alive either. The Missouri Foxtrotters are actually the fastest horses in the game, with the best stats with maximum speed. The next best would be a Thoroughbred, but the health and stamina are lower on the Thoroughbred. So we've come down to the bayou to show off the main reason why the Missouri Foxtrotter is better than the Arabians. Those of you that use the Arabians, you know that that thing will spook at the sight of even a leaf falling from a tree. It is absolutely ridiculous, and a horse is useless if you're not riding the horse. So if it bucks you off, chances are that extra health isn't going to matter because you're not on it to escape. So we're trying to find an alligator just to show how little this horse will spook. Now, any of the horses in the game, if you push them hard enough, they will eventually buck you off. But this one gives you significantly longer before it'll actually buck you off than the Arabian and the majority of other horses. The only ones that are a little bit better and sounder when it comes to being spooked are the war horses. And the Turkoman would be the best option in that case if you're looking for a super sound horse. Now, he will shy away from this alligator here, but we can push him quite far before he's actually going to decide to buck him off, and we can even get very close to the alligator. The only time he's going to buck us off is if the alligator actually decides to maybe attack, and even then, right there, the Arabian would have bucked us off. So you can see here that this horse is pretty darn near fearless, as close as you can get to being an actual war horse, which is amazing. The times this will come in extremely handy is when you're going up against things like gunfights or ambushes or just running around, and you can get into tons of ambushes, and it really sucks if you get bucked off, and having a horse with higher health or just slightly higher stamina isn't going to be good if you're not actually on the horse. We can do another simple test to show how much more calm the Missouri Foxtrotter is over the Arabian. We've got both of them perfectly calm. We're gonna stay both, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot. Nobody else is shooting at us. We are just shooting. So here we go. Both of the horses will spook a little bit from the gunshot. There we go. Now the difference is the speed at which they calm down. Missouri Foxtrotter is done freaking out. Arabian, still pissy. How much longer is it gonna stay pissy for? A long time. Now, this is exceedingly accentuated in an actual gunfight where people are shooting at you. Look at the difference here. Calm, not calm. Very upset. And that is the major difference between these two horses and why the Arabian, while an amazing horse, might not really be the best horse in the game when it involves actual combat and all that sort of stuff. So the Arabian's great too. It's still, I'm having to comment again, it's still pissy. There we go. Now he's calmed down a little bit. And the Missouri Foxtrotter's just looking at him like, yo, dude, you really need to calm your big old meaty clackers there and relax a little bit. In addition to their great temperament, when you're riding them at max speed, they're gonna fuss a lot less than the Arabians as well, especially if you are doing the every 5 seconds and giving them a little bit of comfort. That'll give you increased bonding, it'll keep them from freaking out, and you'll regen stamina. So all in all, this horse is a much more pleasurable ride. It's beautiful, it's big, and it's a good change of pace. There are so many different horses in this game, and just limiting yourself to the Arabians kind of limits your experience in the game. There's plenty of other options, and you might enjoy trying some others. So you can ride the Missouri Foxtrotter a lot harder and a lot longer before it starts to actually fuss, which is pretty nice. Now, that's not to say the Arabian won't do that as well, but the Missouri Foxtrotter is just a little bit better at staying quiet. It took him a while just to throw a little bit of a fit, and he's instantly happy again once we give him another pat. Also, just look at how beautiful this horse is. It's got a kind of weird nose, but it's got beautiful eyes. Its coat is by far the best in the game, in my opinion. Obviously, that's subject to each person. Get out of here, deer. What are you looking at? Even the deer is attracted to this horse. I don't know. I'm absolutely in love with this coat. And you actually see this in that one photography mission where you're trying to photograph wild horses. And I was so sad when I couldn't tame it. But here we go. Now, you might also say to yourself, well, he's comparing the black Arabian and not the rose gray one. They're all Arabians. They all act exactly the same. The only difference is each tier has just slightly higher health and stamina, and that's it. That's the only difference. So white has 5, black has 6, and the rose gray has 7 natural health and stamina. Aside from that, they are exactly the same horse, same speed, same acceleration. But the Missouri Foxtrotter, significantly more temperamental, calmer, whatever the word he's looking for, and it's slightly bigger. It's not the biggest horse in the game, but it is just a little bit bigger than the Arabian, a little bit more muscular, and 10 times more beautiful. Even its meaty clackers are more beautiful. Sorry. I have to point it out. It's the game put them there, and they just have to be pointed out. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with it. But regardless, I hope you guys all did enjoy the episode. Let me know if I changed your mind or if you're just going to stick with the Arabians. There are plenty of other amazing horses in this game. You can get Buell from completing a Stranger mission, which is my favorite horse in the game, not because it has the best stats in the game, but because it has a good story to it, and that's really what matters, companionship. But then you have the Turkoman and the Andalusians, thoroughbreds, so many good horses in this game. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite is, and I will see you all in the next one.